Welcome to today's very interesting tutorial. Today we shall be discussing about AE-FUNAI past question. The instruction reads, answer all the questions. Each question carries 5 marks. Before we proceed, look under this video. You'll see a word written with red letters which reads subscribe. So click on that subscription button to enable you get updated anytime a new video is dropped in this platform. Now let's get started. The number 1 question says, find A intersection B if sets A and B have A to be equal to 10, B to be 7, and A union B to be equal to 9. You are going to solve this problem using the formula for cardinality of set. But first of all, let's write out the parameters we have here. We have A to be equal to 10 and our B is 7. A union B is 9. A intersection B is not known. So let's apply the formula for cardinality of set. The formula is A union B is equals to set of A plus set of B minus A intersection B. Already we know the value of A to be 10, the value of B to be 7, and A union B is 9. We're going to substitute all these values into their respective positions. A union B is 9. We're going to have 9 here. Our A is 10. Therefore, our 10 will be here. And our B is 7 minus our unknown. You can go ahead to make A intersection B subject of the formula since it is the unknown here. And when you do that, you are going to see that this A intersection B will cross sign of equality to come to this side. Whereas this 9 will cross to go to the other side. And you know 10 plus 7 is 17. Then minus 9 will give you 8. So finally you have that 17 minus 9 is equal to 8. And that is our final answer. So you see, passing exams in AE-FUNAI is very easy. All you need to do is to study hard, subscribe to channels like this, where you get updates about AE-FUNAI and their past question. Back to number 2 question. The number 2 question says, find the value of x if log 4 base x is equal to 2. This is the simplest exam I've ever seen in AE-FUNAI. And one funny thing about schools these days is that they are fond of repeating questions. Therefore, if you should study hard and get all these tests we are going through now, you can be rest assured of scoring A in your exam. And you know what that means? MTH 101 is a 3 credit load course, and if you should score A in the course, you already have 15 points, so you don't have to play with it. Looking at this question, there is this law of logarithm which says that whenever a base of log crosses sign of equality, it will be raised to the power of the value at that side of the equality. You can see you have 4 to be equals to x squared because the x at the first step is a base. So if it should cross, it will be raised to the power of whatever you see across the equality sign. And you know, when you have 4 is equals to x squared, it's simply saying x squared is equals to 4. But in the question, they say you should find a value of x. So what you have now is the value of x squared. And for you to get the value of x from x squared, you take the square root of both sides. Square root of x squared is x, whereas square root of 4 is 2. And that gives us our final answer. The number 3 question says, simplify cubic root of x raised to power 9, y raised to power 7 all over the cubic root of x, y raised to power minus 5. Cubic root of a number, for example, say the cubic root of x, is the same thing as saying x raised to power 1 over 4. So having known that cubic root of a number is same thing as saying the number raised to power 1 over 4, we can use that ideology to analyze this particular question. Let's go ahead and simplify it. The easiest way to simplify this is just to remove these cubic roots and bracket every number, then raise it to power 1 over 4. Again, let me quickly draw our attention to the law of indices, which states that in opening bracket involving powers, that you should use the powers to multiply themselves. So as we're going to open this bracket now, we're going to use this 9 to multiply 1 over 4. And you know, when you multiply 9 by 1 over 4, you're going to have 9 over 4. We'll also have 7 multiplied by 1 over 4 to give you 7 over 4. You do the same thing at the denominator. You know, this x is something as saying x raised to power 1, but for the fact that x is 1, there is no need in getting the power again. You are going to say 1 multiplied by 1 over 4 to give you x raised to power 1 over 4. Then y raised to power minus 5 multiplied by 1 over 4 will give you y raised to power minus 5 over 4. we are going to obey another law. The essence of this question is to test your ability to understand the rules of indices, because nobody in mathematics will ask you to define anything or to state the rules. The perfect way to know your understanding ability in the rules of indices is by giving you a question that involves different rules. Then your ability to apply those rules determine your level of understanding of the rule of indices. So without wasting much time, when we have x raised to the power 9 over 4, y raised to the power 7 over 4, all over x raised to the power 1 over 4, and y raised to the power minus 5 over 4. The law of indices states that in division of number with the same base, that you should simply subtract the power. Let me illustrate that with an example. Assuming we have x raised to the power 4 divided by x raised to the power 3, then we can simply pick only one x. Since the base are the same, we pick one x raised to the power 4, then minus the power of the second x, which is 3. That will give us x raised to the power 1, which is the same thing as saying x. Now back to the question. We have x raised to the power 9 over 4 divided by x raised to the power 1 over 4, because you are going to divide in the order of like terms. Since two of them are x, you are going to pick one x raised to the power 9 over 4 minus 1 over 4, because the x raised to the power 1 over 4 is the one that is divided. So you do likewise to y. Finally, you have x raised to the power 9 over 4 minus 1 over 4, which will give you 9 minus 1 over 4, and that is 8 over 4. 8 over 4 is same thing as 2. Your final answer will be x raised to the power 2, and y raised to the power 7 over 4 plus 5 over 4 will be the same thing as saying y raised to the power 7 plus 5 all over 4. 7 plus 5 is 12, divided by 4 is 3. So it will give you y raised to the power 3 as a final answer. Thank you for watching this video. If you really enjoyed it, kindly look under the video. You will see a write-up with red letter which reads subscribe. Click on that button to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscription is free. You are not charged for anything, and it will enable you get updated anytime we drop a new video here.